Tesla for over a year now, and I have 21,000 miles on it, and I just wanted to go over some of my experiences owning a Tesla for a year. Can't believe it. As far as costs, I haven't had to pay for electricity charging at all because I got 1 year free supercharging, which was super convenient. So I really don't know how much it will cost to charge my car, but definitely less than gas because gas prices are crazy in California right now. Also haven't had to replace anything. It says my windshield wiper fluid is low, so I'll have to get some windshield wiper fluid, I guess, but that's not a big deal. And yeah, other than that, costs have more to do with my personal preference for upgrading things, like getting this, for example. Got this from Amazon, super comfy. Other just like the spoiler in the back of my car I got. So those are like the only costs that I've had to deal with, which is nice. Okay, quality of the Tesla. It has upkept so well. There's no anything in the car that has degraded at all. Wiping up the white seats, super easy. I did have a couple of quality issues when I first got my Tesla. The car came with them, and I easily took it into the service center, and they fixed all of those. Okay, the improvements that have happened to my car within this year. At the beginning, when I first got my car, there was no texting feature on the screen, but now if someone texts me, like my mom, it pops up and then I could just press the button and it reads the text out loud to me, which is so helpful. Also, the light show that they came up with is so fun, and that was such a fun holiday thing to do with my family. And the car is so fun and it keeps having fun things, so that's continuing the excitement of my car, even though I got my car like a year ago. So I'm a huge fan of the software updates. I love them. I love living with them. Every time I get a software update notification, I get excited. Now we can like customize the color of your car that's shown on the screen. I've taken my car on multiple road trips and have not had any issues with supercharging or anything. And I camp in my car. There's so much space. Even though it's like, you know, the smaller ones of the Teslas, there's so much space in here. Maybe it's just because I'm 4'11", but I mean, there's the frunk, there's the inner trunk. So there's so much space for all the stuff that I need for camping, and I don't even use all of that space on the daily. So autopilot, honestly, I don't use autopilot that much. On road trips, I use it, but I love driving this car. It's so fun to drive and just to like go fast and to listen to my music really loud and just to be in control. I love that. With road trips, when I'm going so far, it's so nice to have autopilot to ease the pain of driving for so long. It's also so cool to have a car that has an app that I use the app all the time. I actually have a widget for my car, and so I can see if it's locked, if it's unlocked. I can see like where it's at, and I can easily turn on the AC or the heater, which is always a huge bonus because I get really cold, so I mostly use the heater function. A cool feature about the app that was recently added was that I can see Sentry mode footage on there, so if anything's happening to my car in real time, I can see that. It's such a cool novelty thing to have games in your car. I have 2 controllers, and when I really used it is when I'm taking someone somewhere, like my family, and we have to supercharge, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna be a Tesla hater and think supercharging is ridiculous, blah blah blah. But actually, we've had so much fun supercharging. My family and I have watched shows, we've played games, and it's just been so fun. And they were very surprised how short it took, or how short it felt it took, because we were having so much fun. One of the just little tiny detail features that I love every day is that when I get in my car in the morning during the weekdays, my car knows when I'm going to work. So it just plugs that in for me in the navigation without me having to touch any buttons. Same thing if I'm going home from work, they know that I'm going to go home. They just assume that. So like it's helpful for traffic. It's not like I don't know how to get to work or I don't know how to get home, but it's helpful for traffic. So with going far places like road trips, when I just put in the address, and I could even voice command the address, like take me to the address, and then it'll take me there. But it also just automatically does the supercharging trips that I need to do along the way, so I never have to think about where's the next supercharger. Like, my car knows, it knows when it needs to get charged. Some of the things that I've done at supercharging locations have been check emails. I mean, I'm always just so productive. Like, people are always like, oh my gosh, you have to wait 30 minutes to charge your car or something, and I'm like, well, you know, I watch TikTok videos, I check my emails, I'm writing in my planner, at one point I was into working out, so I put on my tennis shoes and I was running around the parking lot. You find things to do. I mean, it's not a big deal. Also, a lot of times there hasn't been enough, like, I wanted more time to charge my car because I was either, like, you know, there's a supercharger at the mall, and if you go over your time limit, they start charging you like per minute because it's a super busy area. They want you to, like, you know, not take up the space. So, you know, when you're waiting in line to buy something or to return something, that's happened to me before, where I'm just like, oh no, like, I have to get back to my car, otherwise it's going to start charging me. I noticed about road tripping and being in other people's cars too is that these seats are so comfortable. So very happy with that because I have back problems, and yeah, so the seats are comfortable. Another one of those like daily things that are easy is that I love charging my phone on the charging pad. It's so nice to just like lay my phone and I can see it. Like, if someone texts me, it just pops up and it's just charging there, and it's cool for guests too because they don't have to like plug in. They just lay their phone there, and that's very convenient. I love that. Also, the Tesla community. I love going to Tesla meetups. I love seeing everyone's little different customizations of their cars and experiencing the different models of cars, like the Model S Plaid. That's so fun, and it's just fun to connect with other EV owners, and I just love that whole community. We do fun things, like we go out to eat or do like little drives around the canyon and stuff, so that's also been really fun and a plus. One pet peeve that I have is that people don't know or forget or something with the door handles. The door handles with gas sometimes are a little bit annoying because my dad, he uses the like emergency thing handle. I didn't even know it was there to open the door instead of the button, and that you're not supposed to do that. It's like an emergency handle, so I'm like, use the button please. Or with the outside handles, it's not like super intuitive for the guests, or they kind of don't feel, you know, they feel like unwelcome to the car. You want to feel welcome to the car, and the door handles, sometimes even though I could explain, I'm like push with your thumb and just pull, but you know, it's not like a welcoming door handle, I think. I'm very paranoid about people hitting my car in parking lots or just in general. It's just a little bit of extra anxiety that I put on myself because I don't want anything to harm the car. So I was so excited about getting a Tesla for so long, and before I got one, and now that it's been a year living with one, I have to say, like, all that excitement, all that build up, it was worth it, and I'm still so excited about the car. Let me know if you have any questions. I don't know if I explained everything really well. I never make YouTube videos, so bear with me. And yeah.